Hey, what's up, spooky fam? It's that time of the year again where we have to wrap up all of the movies, the good, the bad, the honorable mentions, which will have its own video this year. But today we are beginning with all of the horror films that we skipped in 2023. I feel like a handful of these I just didn't want to waste my time on. One or two I would possibly give a chance, but for the most part, here's 10 horror films from 2023 that we skipped and why we skipped them. Coming in at number 10 is the movie Clock, directed by Alexis Jacknow. On the eve of her 38th birthday, a woman desperately attempts to fix her broken biological clock. I'm just over pregnancy horror, I will be honest with you. After False Positive from 2021, I just feel over the subgenre. Obviously, Inside from 2007 is the definitive pregnancy terror film, and Rosemary's Baby, of course. But this one, I don't want kids. I don't have the need to have kids, and I guess that's what this film is about, but still, I just don't find that premise scary. So I'm comfortable skipping that. Shut the At number 9, we have Run Rabbit Run, directed by Diana Reed. Sarah is a fertility doctor with a firm understanding of the cycle of life. When she is forced to make sense of the increasingly strange behavior of her young daughter Mia, she must challenge her own beliefs and confront a ghost from her past. I kind of feel like this one was spoiled from the trailer. I am a trailer person, but I felt like too much was given away in the trailer. And once again, just not a premise that I felt I wanted to sit through. Let me know if you can change my mind on this one. At number 8, we have Insidious The Red Door, directed by Patrick Wilson, his directorial debut. To put their demons to rest once and for all, Josh Lambert and a college-age Dalton Lambert must go deeper into the further than ever before, facing their family's dark past and a host of new and more horrifying terrors that lurk beyond the Red Door. I've only seen Insidious 1 and 2. I would be opening to kind of finishing the whole franchise and the Lambert story altogether, but honestly, I'm a Conjuring person, not a Insidious person. I believe it was Sarah Hawkinson said she was a Insidious person, not a Conjuring person. There are two types of people.
The further you travel, the riskier your journey will become.
At number 7, we have Box Barcelona, directed by Alex and David Pastor. After a mysterious force decimates the world's population, Sebastian must navigate his own survival journey through the desolate streets of Barcelona. As he forms uneasy alliances with other survivors and they try to escape the city, an unexpected, even more sinister threat grows. I personally don't feel like this needed the just over 2-hour runtime. I enjoyed the first Bird Box enough, but I would have rather seen the Mallory story or more dealing with the aftermath of the children. I don't know, I just don't need a rehashing of the beginning of Bird Box in a different place. I'm okay without this one. Number 6 might be a little controversial, but we skipped The Last Voyage of the Demeter, directed by Andre Orvidal. The crew of the merchant ship Demeter attempts to survive the ocean voyage from Carpathia to London as they are stalked each night by a merciless presence on board the ship. To be honest, it's just not the vibe. The only Orbital film that I liked was The Autopsy of Jane Doe. I did not like Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I just don't vibe with him. And another film that I just don't feel needed the 2-hour runtime. The only saving grace for me, to be honest, would have been David Dastmalchian, and if this would have been maybe a cute 75-minute film, it would have been a little better.
May God have mercy on us all.
Number 5 is a film that I don't see talked about too much, but we skipped All Fun and Games. Directed by Aaron Seleboglu and Ari Costa. A group of Salem teens discover a cursed knife that unleashes a demon that forces them to play gruesome, deadly versions of childhood games where there can be no winners, only survivors. And it's kind of giving Game of Death meets Truth or Dare meets Choose or Die set in Salem. Let me know if I'm right.
Let's play a new game.
At number 4 is The Nun 2. We skipped The Nun 2, directed by Michael Chavez. In 1956 France, a priest is violently murdered and Sister Irene begins to investigate. She once again comes face to face with a powerful evil. I really don't have an explanation for this one. I just did not like The Nun Part 1. I didn't vibe with it, and this one just kind of felt like I would be wasting my time. At number 3, we have Dear David, directed by John McPhail. Shortly after comic artist Adam responds to internet trolls, he begins experiencing sleep paralysis as he chronicles increasingly malevolent occurrences in a series of tweets. Adam begins to believe he is being haunted by the ghost of a dead child named David. And I know some people were excited about this one, but I feel like with the reviews, it didn't do anything. It gave nothing. Alright, we're at the final 2 here. I feel like number 1 is going to be a little controversial with certain audiences, but we'll get there. Number 2, we have Sister Death, directed by Paco Plaza. Spain, 1949, Narcisa, a novice, arrives at an old convent, converted into a girls' school to work as a teacher. I really like Rec and what Plaza did with those movies, but I hated Veronica, and maybe I'm a little too desensitized, but I wasn't scared watching Veronica. And once again, this is a continuation or like in addition to a story that I could have gone without having being made. Alright, the number 1 spot, the number 1 movie we skipped this year is Five Nights at Freddy's. I know this was in some top lists. I know this was certain people's like favorite movie. I know people really have a soft spot for this, but I didn't play the games, so I have no attachment to it whatsoever. Recently fired and desperate for work, a troubled young man agrees to take a position as a night security guard at an abandoned themed restaurant, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. He soon discovers that nothing at Freddy's is what it seems. And honestly, not the target demographic. Like I said, never played any of the games. I really did not like Willy's Wonderland. I would be here for Matthew Lillard, but I still feel like that wouldn't be enough to save it for me.
Where to? Why do I always get the weirdos?
And on that note, that is 10 horror movies from 2023 that we skipped. Let me know if you watched any of these. Let me know if you agree with any of my thoughts. Let me know if you skipped any of these as well. I would love to hear anything you have to say in the comments, and I will see you guys very soon for what should we do next? The worst horror movies? Honorable mention. I think we'll do the worst horror movies for me of 2023. So stay tuned. Sayonara, spooky fan.